HF Sinclair refinery sits in the middle of Tulsa, on the west bank of the Arkansas River. It's no secret the refinery is faced with cleaning up contamination that's been there for decades. This HF Sinclair environmental specialist talked about it at the most recent public meeting in July.
Historical releases of the refinery. It's been there 110, 20 years now. This could be crude oil, this could be gasoline.
In fact, the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality told me contamination lies under the refinery that's so big it's 4 times the size of the gathering place. This Tulsan said he's lived near the refinery for 14 years.
When it rains, I smell super strong chemicals that I don't normally smell.
At a meeting about this in the spring, Tulsans complained then too.
The groundwater is still polluted, the river is polluted. We have all these fantasies of the river, of the boundary for the refinery is in the middle of the river, and that's baloney.
Stop poisoning our community. Stop making me come out in the morning and smell refinery smells.
At that time, Tulsans put in suggestions that could be incorporated into the refinery's permit. It will be in effect for the next 10 years. One Tulsan just emailed me his frustration that Oklahoma DEQ issued the permit without a single citizen's suggestion. When I asked DEQ about that, they said DEQ responded to comments received during the public comment period. The permit met all regulations and as such was renewed. The corrective action permit is for the West Refinery that's here along the river. This image is one of the documents from that corrective action permit. The yellow, orange, and pink-colored areas illustrate the oil floating on the groundwater in that area. You can see the booms in the river to try to stop the oil sheens. The refinery says the booms have to stay here all the time, and the refinery does 3 inspections a week. At the last meeting, HF Sinclair didn't say exactly how they plan to deal with the problem on the West Refinery, but they say they're working on it.
Every time we come to these meetings, we've made progress from the last time we were here.
The refinery used to have the same problem on a different part of the river. If you go from the West Refinery around the bend and down the river, this is the East Refinery. I've told you the refinery put in 2 containment caps here, one in 2022 and one in 2024, to try to stop hydrocarbons from getting into the water. DEQ said there have not been sheens observed in the Arkansas River from the East Refinery since the completion of the 2nd containment cap. It's not clear if HF Sinclair plans to do a containment cap at the West Refinery or something different. When I asked, HF Sinclair wrote, "We are committed to installing a long-term remedy and are currently reviewing proposals with a range of remediation options from several expert engineering firms."
There is not a requirement for a sincere and descriptive commitment to remediating the site. There is orange pollution in the river.
Like in this meeting, Tulsans also asked about the orange-colored water they've seen in the river near the refinery. It's something they've complained about to me as well, like fisherman Daniel Kane. He says he can smell it too.
It smelled like a really strong odor, kind of reminiscent of like a varnished fuel. And then down along the west bank.
Daniel and others sent me photos and videos of what they've seen. When people asked about that in the meeting, the environmental specialist said this when pressed.
So, yes, there are some chemicals in that one.
But HF Sinclair sent me an email after that, saying that didn't accurately convey what was covered during the meeting regarding the orange-colored water. They wrote, "The presence of orange-colored water is due to a geochemical process and is not indicative of a recent or ongoing hydrocarbon release. This is a natural process." DEQ told me the same thing and said the orange-colored water most likely results from iron oxidization and associated biosolids.
Honestly, I would think if it was naturally occurring, I would be seeing it in more locations, not just concentrated in that one spot.
The Tulsans who come to these meetings say they just want a solution to the problem. In West Tulsa, covering news that matters, Jana Clark, Fox 23 News.